Hey, this is Mike the Prepper Nerd, and I am really excited to share with you today an overview of a new product that we're offering now that's going to be released in the next couple of months, and that is the offline version of the Ultimate Prep System. If you've been following our channel for any length of time, or you've heard about the Ultimate Prep System on other YouTube channels, you probably know that we offer an online version of the Ultimate Prep System currently. And one of the biggest obstacles, I guess you could say, for people who like the idea of tracking their preps in a system like this is that the current system is online only, right? Some people are very sensitive to their data being kept online, even though that there's many conveniences and features that can leverage an online connected system like the Ultimate Prep System. Or some people, are concerned that if their information is online when a disaster or SHTF event occurs, that they won't have access to their system during that event, during that disaster, right? So even though the online system has the ability to export all of your information so that you can print it out on a regular basis, the feedback that we've gotten since we launched the Ultimate Prep System is that some people would prefer to have access to the full system, but in an offline kind of modality, right? So there are some people that are very focused on the operational security of their preparation information, which is completely understandable. And for those with that level of concern about OPSEC, this offline solution is going to be perfect for them or perfect for you if that's a concern of yours, because this system will be able to be run completely offline, even on a computer that is never connected to the internet. So for those two use cases where you're concerned about your information being online, or you just want to have it available as a full system if disaster were to strike, or if there was an SHTF event, this offline Ultimate Prep System is a perfect solution for you. And I'm showing you a dashboard. This is a work in progress, but I wanted to give you a sneak peek of the way that this is coming together. And because I'm really excited about it. I know that many people that we've let know about the offline Ultimate Prep System who had signed up for our email list, they were the first to know. So if you aren't on the email list and you'd like to know about new products or new offers that we have available, be sure to go over to prepper-nerd.com and sign up for our email list there. So I just wanted to show you a brief overview of what we've put together so far. Again, this is a work in progress, but we've made a lot of progress and we're really excited about it and excited to bring this to you. So here we have the dashboard, and for those that are familiar with the online system, a lot of these, visualizations will look very familiar. We've used the online version as the basis for the information that's presented in the offline version because we've gotten so much great feedback about the online version that we wanted to replicate, its value just in an offline format. So we've got the total number of days, weeks, or months worth of total food stored. We have the goal, how much food they want to have stored up. And you can see it gives you a visualization of the percent progress toward completion toward that goal, 376 out of the 500 days. We've got a total food trend in days, so you can see over time as you add food to your Ultimate Prep System, or even as you take food out of your preps and you move food from your prep pantry to your working pantry and you remove them from your Ultimate Prep System, you can see that it'll show you that trend, that trajectory of how much food in terms of days of sustenance for you and your family you have put back over time. The next area here, this next graph, is the stored food shelf life by best by date range. Similar to the online version, it has a number of days worth of food that you have stored for each one of these ranges of best by dates. Again, obviously best by dates are not end all be all, right? Something's not going to go bad the day after its best by date, obviously, but it's a good point of reference. So this provides you with a visualization of how long term or how short term your food preps are. Shows you the number of days of food added recently in the last 7 days, last 30 days, last 90 days. So this gives you a sense of the pace that you're putting back food, so you can tell whether that's at the pace that you want to be or not. We have something new for the offline version. We have skills self-assessment in the online version, but we don't have this widget. So this is a nice addition for the offline version. It gives you a readiness overview based on the information in your skills assessment tool, which we can go into detail more on in another video. But it shows you the total number of skills that you're tracking, how many of those skills are self-reliant, immediate family reliant, or MAG reliant, and your total percent readiness score as it relates to skills. Next graph here, we have the days of calories per category. This functions the exact same way as the online version. I think it looks really nice. Gives you a good kind of at a glance sense of where your calories are coming from in your food preps. Days of servings per category. So based on your servings per day settings from this sheet here that I can show you briefly in just a couple minutes, based on those settings and based on what you have stored, this is the number of days that each of these categories would last you. So what we're trying to do with this graph is get everything as close to this 100% level as possible, because this 376 is pulled from the total number of stored food days of stored food that you have. So what this means is these are your gaps, right? So all of these categories represent gaps. So you're going to run out of these categories, or in this example system, these categories would run out soonest. And then we have the percent of weight target by category for those who like to track their food preps by weight. You can set weight targets in this sheet here, which I'll show you in just a second. And this will show you at a glance, how close you are to meeting your goals on the percent of weight by food category. And then we're going to have a visualization or a graph for supplies and equipment here. So this is at least as valuable as the online dashboard. It takes a lot of the lessons learned and the value that we have in the online dashboard and actually adds value to that. So we're really excited about this. We've got some great feedback in terms of how it looks. I just wanted to run you through kind of the menu here. So it's a fully working application. You can just click through the menu. And you can get to the different areas of your Ultimate Prep system. For example, preferences. This is where you set all of the options that you want to have available for your drop downs. Next, we have the needs and wants section of the dashboard. This is the caloric needs. So this is where you would set your goal of the number of days of stored food and the number of calories that you want to plan for per day per person. Servings per day, this is where you would set the number of servings that you would want to plan per person per day for each food category. This helps to produce this graph, which makes it very easy to identify where your gaps are in your preps. Weight targets, this is what drives the graph on the dashboard with regard to food weight. And then supply data, daily usage for any supplies that you want to plan on a specific number being used per day. You can do that here, and then it'll tell you in another area how many days worth of each supply category you have on hand. And then of course you've got your food inventory. We go into details on that in other videos with the online system. You got your supplies and equipment inventory. You've got your shopping list, You got your skills readiness tool. Again, these are covered in other videos based on the online system. And you've got your insurance and warranties section. So that is the full Ultimate Prep system in its offline format. We're really excited about this. I think it's turning out really, really nicely. We got some great feedback on it. And I just wanted to give you a sense of kind of how it looks and feels and how you navigate through your system and how easy it is really to get around and to use it. Again, completely offline. You can actually use it in conjunction with the online system. So for those that subscribe to both, you can actually use the online system to enter your preps, and then there will be a way to transfer your information from the online Ultimate Prep system to the offline Ultimate Prep system. So that becomes essentially like your backup copy in a sense. And then if or when a disaster strikes or SHTF happens, you've always got your backup copy, your offline Ultimate Prep system, and it's got all of your information that you'd entered in your online system. So it's really convenient, gives you the best of both worlds. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I encourage you to check us out at prepper-nerd.com. I've included a link directly to the page that goes into more information about how to take advantage of our pre-sale offer on the offline version of the Ultimate Prep system. It's a limited time only. We're offering this pre-sale to the first 100 people who sign up for the offline version, or it will also end at May 31st. Well, May 31st at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if, whichever one of those happens first, offline presale will unfortunately have to come to a close. So I want to encourage you to take action, make sure that you have what you think you have in terms of your preps. Want to make sure you're as prepared as possible. And, from my perspective, my preps are some of the most important assets that I have for myself and my family. So to have a system like this that tracks that information is really important and really valuable. And if you agree, I encourage you to check out the Ultimate Prep System offline version.